Hi everyone, so today I have a video for you sponsored by Tonic Studios for their new set here. It's one of the smaller sets, like the create and make kind of thing. It is called Celebrate with Love Champagne Bottle Gift Box Die Set. Super cute. Hopefully you can kind of see what it's doing. So basically, if you have just the champagne bottle, you can decorate, and that's really sweet, but it makes a shaped gift box. So you have your sides and your lid sides, this is the base sides and things like that. So these items were sent free of charge for my review, and of course all opinions are my own, and any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission for your purchase items to those links. So I received samples. Yours will be packaged differently. Obviously you have a carrier, you'll have some instruction. I don't know if this is in like that folder type of carrier, but I do know it does come with some instruction for you guys. So we have our base piece here, which again is the champagne bottle itself. Let me give you a measurement on this larger one here, and the metal to metal is 6 and, you know, I don't know, almost just a little bit bigger than 6 3/4, but it's going to cut a base that's just over 6.5 inches. So we have that guy. You have this cute matte layer. You have what makes like you know, a champagne bottle or a nice bottle of wine or something. It has that cool like little like metal or something that goes here, you know, like I don't know, like a little ascot. I don't know what you want to call it, but it goes on here. And then this one comes with like a little cuff that would go around it too, like this. So it's just some more decoration, or like this. So we have this guy, we have a matte layer that has a nice little embossing. You have the word, I think, celebrate, that you can inlay. We have a tag that says with love. You have little flowers and things. The side pieces also have decorative elements to them. You have a decorative element to like this top portion that goes into like the cork area. Again, that little metal thing here, and it has some other extra decorations. You have inlays if you want to decorate, you know, however it is. So we have these two different inlays. Even the little metal has like a heart or a star, or I think a little swirly kind of inlay. You have just little beautiful things that you can pop here and there. I love these. They're just like cute little flourishes. Again, another kind of inlay for your decorative purposes. And then, like I said, the flowers. So what we're going to do is just grab some paper and get started. I think the box construction is very simple. You're going to take 4 of these sides, or 4 of the sides for the top or the base, and you're going to run them around like this so it fills in that space, so it makes, you know, your gift box. So the shaped gift box, you're going to use 4 pieces at a time and 4 of these for the lid. But let me grab some base paper and we'll get started. You know, I'm going to have to use black paper. I think we'll decorate with like silver and gold kind of colors. So we'll take both of these guys, and you have a lid and a base here. So basically your lid is this larger one because it's going to go over the base one. So we need 2 of that one, and you need 2 of this one. Okay, so 2 of each. One's a little bit larger than the other, and then you need 4 of these strips of each one. 4 and 4, and I will run those through and I will be right back. Oh, you know, I just realized I was going to show you how I cut this. I cut everything from one piece of A2 size paper. Basically, I just nestled these guys next to each other like this on one side of the paper, and then did it again, and then I cut these guys, and I got everything off of the one piece other than 2 of the small guys, so I just had to get a scrap of paper. I don't even know what I did with the other paper. I was going to show it to you, and I kept it to the side, and I don't know. So I went ahead and tossed it, but either way, mostly everything came off the one paper. Okay, so the 2 smaller ones, again, are your base, and the 2 larger ones are going to be the top piece like this going onto your base. And so for the base piece, again, you need these thicker ones. These are for the top, the smaller guys. So we have those 4, put those to the side for now, sure. So for these guys, you're having to, because what you're going to do is adhere another one inside to cover up your tabs. So I'm going to turn it over to the rough side, and it does have an indent line. I don't know if you can see that little mark right there. Well, I'm going to turn it over, but I mean, if you want to use the nice side, go ahead. But for me, I like the bottom even of my projects to look nice, so I'm facing that down. And what you're going to do is you're going to take these guys. Now we're going to give them a little bit of a zhuzh, at least I am, because they're going to have to do some stuff to get around these corners and things. And this is very heavyweight cardstock that I chose. So what you want to do is you have your tabs. Actually, I guess we should just go ahead and fold those down. And I don't know if you've been watching other videos recently. Tonic has been doing this where they have a square tab and a rounded tab. And the little square ones, just the kind of there for space. You don't really have to put glue on those if you don't want to. So that's that. And you're gonna line up your score line on this glue tab to that line there. And I mean, you can see it on this side, it's like right there. And you know, just as best you can. It's not the biggest deal, but you kind of want to line it up there to get it going. And so you put some glue. Again, you don't have to put it on the square pieces. So as I come around here, I'm kind of lining that up right there. Just touching that edge. I'm going to wait for that to set up pretty well before I move on. So I'm just kind of joining those. Hopefully you can see from this side. And then we're going to come up and around until this, as far as it gets, basically, okay? So for right now, I'm just going to kind of hold it there, right along the edge, and I'll be right back. As we're holding it, I already put some glue on the next two, so I'm just going to bring it in here. Again, you don't have to put glue on the little square pieces, so now I'm still holding it with like my thumb so that it adheres around that corner, and then that next piece here. So I'm going to hold those down, and this will be easy because it's just coming straight up the side. But for right now, I just want to make sure this is curved really nicely. So I'm going to hold those down before I move on. So now in here, I'm just going to put some glue on those tabs. Again, we're going to sandwich these two, but for now, I'm just putting glue as far as I can on the rounded tabs. And that one just goes straight up this side here. So just, again, and that's how I can kind of look at it this way, right against there, and it starts curving a little bit here, so I'm going to follow the contour and just kind of hold it there. Okay, and holding that also, and I'll be right back. And I'm going to get into my next piece. Again, they're all the same, so just choose another one. You don't really have to fold the score line. I think I'm ready to move on. Okay, so let's put a little glue here. And yeah, I'll go ahead and put a little glue here, but I really don't want to mess with that too much right now. I feel like I need to pay attention just to the glue tab itself. But we're going to glue that right to the next one here on that glue tab. Right? Really more paying attention to this than anything else, because when we start coming in here, you're going to start shaping it. So again, just following the contour. So like this one, maybe here, and this guy, just kind of pushing them in along there. And my fingers are on both sides, holding it there to get that nice shape. So I'm going to hold that before I move on, because we're going to contour back out like this, and then around this corner, right? So out like this and around the corner. So maybe we'll just kind of get that guy trained for that, but I'll be right back. Again, just glue on the round tabs. That really helps. I'm going to go for the next three. Just doing a little at a time, you know, as I come around, because it's very nuanced here with the neck. So we have that piece, following the contour again. And you're going to do the same thing with the lid, but obviously it's a smaller little piece that we're going to use this guy. But it's going to be exactly the same. So I'll show you on this guy, and then I'll repeat with the other one. So again, I'm just kind of holding that. And I'll be back in just a second. So I was holding that one for a good while. So now I'm going to go to this one and then this one before I address the next one. So going straight up the side here, it goes straight up here, and then this guy's going to curve in, so I'm going to leave that one special on his own. And actually what I'm going to do is go ahead and adhere this next guy, that way it starts drying and I can manipulate it easier. So again, right on that line there, holding this guy down, and then I'll be right back. That way this guy is ready to go. I was going to say, you know, we're going to score these. You know me, I work up in the air for whatever reason. I don't know if you do that. Let me know if you do that. but you don't have to. You can have this down flat. It's just that I like to look at the back and look at the front, so like it's easier for me to have it up. But if you just want to hold it down like this, that's also very doable. I would just keep massaging things until they set up the way you want them. Okay, so we're gonna come around town here. So glue tabs, and just bring it around. And kind of at the top, that one, the second one doesn't really have the curve quite yet, so I'm just holding it at that curve around here, and then straight across here, right? And like I said, I like to hold them up in the air, but if you want to put it down, you can definitely do that. And I'm just going to hold these, and then we'll go down the side, and finishing up at the other base, around the other side there, down here. I'm going to give that a few seconds. Again, we're going to come around this way and out, so let me just train it a little bit. And, you know, just paying attention to a couple pieces at a time. You don't have to go and do it all at once. So let's see, we're coming around here. That piece can tuck in. The little tab wants to tuck, there we go. And holding that there. And right there. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold that, and I'll be right back. If you put that down, you can look in here, and you can see that you can just kind of hold on to it and curve it where you need. You know, go for it. Okay, so next, little glue tabs. This is basically just coming down the side, so I'm going to do a few of them. And holding those before I get to this curve. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm just kind of switching like that. We can go ahead and add in the next one just to have it going, and it's going to curve around at the bottom, so I'm just going to get that ready. Nope. Get these guys. And again, like I said, I'm going to do the exact same thing with the top, but it's just going to be a smaller side piece here. So let me hold on to these until it's ready, and then we'll bring it around for this curve here. Do the last two little circle dots before, or half circles I guess, so I'm just going to bring those in and follow the contour. Just gonna hold that on, and then we'll finish up going down this side and around the bottom. Okay, so down here you could have done those 3 glue tabs, the one that's right opposite the outer glue tab, because now I gotta get it in there. And this one pretty much just comes down straight this side here, so I will just hold that coming down straight until we get to this third to the last one that's going to start curving around. So I will hold that, and like I said, with these guys it might be easier just to put it down, just making sure you're on the very edge. And I'll be back. We're going to come around here and then glue that last tab, right? So these guys are going to go in here, just kind of stage it right now, and then that last glue tab needs to have glue like that. Another way of doing this is that you could put your tabs, let me get the other guy, all around the outer edges, and then come in with a nice one to finish it off, but that will make it a little bit bigger, right? You're going to be on the outside of what you're doing instead of forming to the inside and then placing another piece inside. But you can definitely do that if you find that easier, to go around the edges like this from the outer. Glue it down, and then at the end put another one on top. That's another way to do it. I'm following the instruction, and you know, it might be that it doesn't make much of a difference and it's easier the other way. Whatever you like to do. Okay, so let's come around the corner. Let's go ahead and put glue on all of it. I really want this right around this little corner here, and then that last glue tab can kind of tuck in here. I hope. Hold on. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to hold this where it needs to be to finish that off, and then we'll glue that last glue tab on the side here. Okay, and just putting a little glue right down on that tab, and just going to hold that. And that, I mean, came around perfectly. What's nice about doing it the way we did all the way around is that, let's say yours is a little tighter or you need a little more space, you can do that instead of doing one part and then another part and then this part and then this part. It's just better to go around the way we did, come back where you started, and you can have a little room there to kind of, you know, mess with that a little bit if you end up having a little too tight or a little bigger than you need. Okay, I'm gonna hold that till it sets up, and I'll bring it back. So now we're gonna take the other small one and glue it down into the base here. I did have a little chad there I want to take off. Okay, so, well, I'm putting the glue in this thing, but you can put the glue on your shape. I suppose that would probably be better. I'm just going around making sure there's glue all in here, and on there for the sturdiness. And I'm gonna have the nice side facing up, and just pop it in here. And I'm actually going to push this against the walls of it, so that also helps you get the shape that you want, right? So we did a nice job of what we did when we went around everything, but now I'm just making sure the walls were nicely going into this shape. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that and kind of train this as I'm holding it, and I'll be right back. Because that is crazy. I did go around the very edges of the bone folder and just make sure they're tucked in there really nice and tight, and check that out. So of course our lid will go on top of this and also give us the shape we need. And as far as holding candies and things like that, it is 1 1/4 inches deep. Of course the lid's going to break a little bit higher, but basically 1 1/4 inches deep, and the largest part is about 2.5 inches, and the little neck piece is about just over 1 inch. Cool. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to do the same thing with these guys, and I'm going to follow the same way, even though I had mentioned, you know, to you that if you wanted to instead start, you know, here and work around, put the glue underneath, and then work this way, and then when you're done, put another one on top. That's another way of doing it. It might be easier for you. It was pretty easy just to go around the bottom like this, like I was doing before. So going around the bottom, up the side, continue going all around, okay? And I'll be right back. I'm just coming around the end with this one. So I came up the side, then another one, then the third one, and this is the 4th piece. So I just want to show it to you. Actually, this one was very easy to manipulate, I guess because this is a thinner piece than this thicker area. So, so that's good. So I'm just, oh, that's a little too much. Glue. I'm just going to finish that off like I did before. So I'm just going to hold this, coming around town here. And then I'll glue that tab. I mean, look at that. Perfect. Right on there. So I'll hold that down, then I'll put the glue in, and then I'll pop this guy inside here, just like we did with this one, okay? And I'll be right back. Let's try these guys out. So there's that. Looks like a guitar case. Look how cute. And it fits like perfect. Like I said, if you think it's easier for you to put the tabs on the outside, you know, gluing the bottom of the tabs, and then put another nice one on top, do it on both pieces. That way they still layer into each other nicely. Because if you do one way, it might be too tight to then actually put them together. So, you know, follow the instruction, or if you want to do it the other way, do them both the other way that I mentioned. Okay, so we have cute stuff now. So we're going to be decorating and making like a little band and things like that. So this piece here is the piece that would go around here. So you're going to need 2 of that and 2 side pieces. These are the side pieces, and they can be decorative, they can have inlays, they can just be plain, you know, whatever. But you need 2 of these, and you need 2 of these of whatever base paper you're going to use for those. For this guy, it goes around here. These are the side pieces for it. So you need 2 front and back of this, 2 of these guys for the sides. You want to make them decorative, or do that first and then put decoration on them, you know, go for it, which is probably what we'll do. This piece here, you can cut out 4 times, and or maybe you might need more than 4, I'm not sure. But you would run it along this edge here to make it decorative all around that side if you want to use that. So I might need 5 of them, I'm not sure. And then these are decorative pieces for this guy, you know, different things. This little circle that can decorate that, all these decorative pieces. And then we have this piece here that will decorate the very top of your piece like this. So what I'll probably do is go ahead and run this through something just like this, a background piece, and then I'll run this through some decorative paper, okay? So I will be right back. I'm debating if these should be black or not. I might run them through like a fancier paper just so it stands out more, but I'll be right back. Okay, I found this shiny black paper. I thought that'd be really nice. I have some gold glitter, so this will be like the base piece. It's gonna help me with that. We'll put something else on top. And then this guy, I decided to have the gold glitter in the back. I can't tell if that, okay, that's just like an accent piece. It doesn't cut out. So these two, I'm gonna go ahead and glue them together. And that's basically the piece that goes here. Okay. And then I'll continue working with the other pieces, but I'll be right back. As I go along, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on some of these things. So these are the front and back for that little medallion piece. Now I chose paper that's very kind of shiny, a little persnickety, so it's going to be a little interesting to play with. But what I'm going to do is, I don't know if it's kind of curved. Okay, it's not straight exactly. So we have that. I'll do the same thing with this one. It does have some accent pieces if you want. It's these guys right here, this one and this one. And I don't know if it cuts it out or if it just pushes in. Okay, so it does have like a different little look to it. Maybe I'll run this through silver paper. That way you'll see that look. And I want some like, just like matte metallic silver paper. I'll find some in my stash here for these accent pieces. I'll just decorate the front. And then for this little piece, let's just do this guy and run it through with like this little swirly kind of piece, and I'll run that through some gold glitter paper, so it's going to have this little accent piece that'll be here, and then maybe just something in the background, that way I can kind of pop it up. So something for the background, probably just some black paper, and then this guy through the gold paper. So I have this decorative piece. I'm going to go ahead and just glue that down over this little piece. I had this black glitter and I thought that'd look really cute. And then these guys, just on what's going to be the front piece, I'm going to add, sorry, oh my gosh, excuse me. So these guys go down here. I believe they go like that. Why can't I pick this one up? Okay. Something like that. So just a little glue and just glue it down right behind there. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so now we have these pieces here that we're just going to adhere. And so we're just going to connect these guys. I'll put this little decorative bit on top. I actually have it somewhere else. So with these guys, I don't know if you can see, they kind of are smaller and a little bit larger here. So you want the smaller side up, that way as it goes down over this neck piece, it's wider here, okay? And what else was I going to say? I think that's it. But since this paper is very waxy, you know, slippery, should I say, I'm going to have to hold this for a little while. So I'm going to hold that on there. I did put my little tails so they're sticking out more left and right. If you put this one on this side and this one on this side, they'll be a little tighter together. So it's, you know, whatever look you want. Okay, so I'm going to hold that, and then when I get to this part, I'm going to glue this one here, and then glue this last bit over here, and then I'll come back when we come around to the front. So we have it like that, right? And then this last bit's going to come around. I just left it alone for a good while because I don't want that glue to come apart around here. So let's go ahead and bring this over. Let's go ahead and glue this guy down. And I keep thinking I misplaced my little decorative piece. It's under some weight so it stays together, since I had glitter paper with glitter paper. Let's just have this guy here. And it pretty much takes the whole shape of that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right on the edges. So I'll have that guy there. Over here, just to see about this. Oh my gosh, how cute. So it goes right there, around here, and then back around here, and I just want to see, you know, how much I can glue, or if I need to leave it a little space, because you want to get this on and off. So I'm going to leave it so that there's a little bit of leeway, and I'll be right back. Taking away some of the smaller pieces here, and here's our little guy that's that decorative piece, and then here's this guy. I'm not going to try to slide this on here right now because, again, the glue is still pretty fresh, but basically it's going to slide on down to like into this area. Okay, I'm not going to do that quite yet. I am going to glue that little piece down. Let me see. Does that work? Well, that might work. I don't know if I cut this down at all. Oh, perfect. Okay, so this is just a little piece I'm going to put on here. Of course, you don't have to do any of this until you're ready to completely decorate, because there are lots of like swirls and cute things in that set that will help you if you want to put some little swirly things in here or make it look cute. I would tuck it behind this before you even try to put it down, right? Like these pieces. Excuse me. If you want to use some of these, or this, whatever it is. Okay, so for the other portion, again, it's this guy. Like I said, we're gonna need 2 of whatever your label is. I don't know if I'm gonna use the black paper again, maybe, just to keep that kind of uniform. So I'm gonna run this through 2 and 2. I'll have these guys, and again, very similar. We're just going to score these guys. And of course we have our decorative pieces. With this one, it's just going to be like a label bit that I'm going to put on top, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this together and then add it on, or add it on, then stick these guys together, whatever it is that you need to do. Okay, so I'm just going to this one and take one of these guys. I think they're pretty much the same. They're kind of concave a little bit, but they're symmetrical, so it doesn't really matter which one you put where. I'm gonna put it right over, not right on the edge, but just giving myself a little bit of room. Again, when we go to put this on, you don't want it to be too tight, because then you may not be able to put this on and off very easily. But look how cute. Oh my gosh. So then this piece obviously connects back here, and then this one here. So you can start kind of judging that as you're building it up. But again, I'll just put these 2 flaps on, and then the back side. Touch those in just a minute. So just off the edge there. And I'll let those really set up before I try to add on these guys. In the meantime, I don't know if I should bring back more silver or just the gold glitter. Let's go ahead and run this through the silver and see how that looks, and then I'm going to pair these together and put some tape so they don't move through the gold glitter, and I'll be setting up. I'm just going to glue these together, and it is very shiny, but I'll be right back. Again, I always put glue just on the very edges, and then maybe put some glue in the back of my hand and dip that and hold that together, okay? But I'll be right back. We also have side pieces that help decorate. Again, on this, you can also have some decorative pieces. It's that same piece that helped you make your item, and then you can have these inlays if you want. There's a swirly kind of one, and then one that has like little strips, kind of like the one that looks like this part. This guy also, you can run it through. It has this inlay. If you want to just use the mat, it's going to cover it completely, so something to think about. But just something I wanted to point out. I'll be right back. These guys are ready. What I'm going to do is just kind of look at this and see what it is I might want to do. So if this is here, I think I want to add a little something. This little guy might go down there really nicely, and then maybe just one there, a small one. Okay, so I'm going to run these through maybe some silver paper just to bring more of that silver back out, and I'll have those guys there whenever we're ready for that. But I'll run that through in just a minute. This guy, excuse me, so this guy will probably pop up, right, this piece. So let's get these guys off here for now, and then let's pretend we have that. And then this guy, I'm doing this one a little bit different just so it's not super snug and we kind of see what I need for that to work. That's actually pretty good right there, and it looks like I can go right to the edges, so okay. I'm going to slip that off. I'm just going to glue them basically right almost to the very edges, and that should be good. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay guys, look at these guys. Okay, got this going. Just those decorative pieces. I'm going to go ahead and pop everything out that needs to pop out, but they're really delicate and pretty. But I will be right back. Okay guys, look at this. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put this on here just so I can kind of see where things need to be at. So now that I have this a little more set up with the glue, look at that, and it's a snug fit. Again, you can adjust that depending on how you put it together, right? You might need a little something, and this guy slides on pretty easily off and on. That one I'm going to pop up again, and then I'm going to glue down these other pretty pieces. So let me just add these on here and then take the carriers off, and I'll be right back. Some dots in each corner there. And you know what, I can't really see the angle here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, and then these guys, I'm definitely going to put glue all over the back of my hand, and just, again, seeing kind of where they're at, and see where I can put this. So I'm going to put glue, same thing with that one at the base, and really stick them down, especially the one at the base, because you're going to be sliding that sleeve on and off. This one. So I'm just going to do this. And really kind of hold that down there. Looks pretty good. I don't know if you can tell, this isn't a perfect, like, what's the word? Like the top isn't just like really the top of it. I don't know how to explain that. So that's why they give you left and a right, because you can use them like this. You know, one's going one way, one's going the other way in the flourish itself. But anyway, so we have that there, and then this one I'm going to glue down here. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, and I went with the really opulent like colors, just to really deck it out. But again, you can put the little edging all around here. You know, this guy slides on really nicely. Again, you can adjust it if you know when you put it together, yours is a little chunkier or whatever it is. You still have adjustability. Really beautiful. I love everything that's going on here. You have a tag, all kinds of different ways to do this. Again, this is one of those new like create and make type sets. Really cute. They have some special pricing on these guys. So I will link in the description box. Thank you so much, Tonic Studios, for sending these items for review. I'll have images coming up. I'll have the links there. And I will see you all. Ooh, hold on. I was going to say at the next one, but let me give you a good measurement, even though I think we measured this earlier. But now it's about 1 3/8 inches deep and like 6.5 inches tall. So hopefully that gives you some info on that. Really cute. Oh my gosh. They really decked it out with that little sleeve and everything. So cute. All right, guys, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.